Good morning, people. Good morning, people. Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope you guys are having a lovely week. We coming to, oh, it's the end of the week. I think it's Thursday today. I think we are having not such a bad week. We're still in profit for the week. So, yeah, man. Let's see if we can find out two trades for today. Let's see if we can actually get into the market. Let's see if there is something that's looking lovely for us today. So I'm just gonna do a quick analysis of the market, run through all of our pairs that we actually look at. So as you can see, DXY it's still bearish below this. You can see we are actually ranging right now, but we do have a whole ton of bullish strength. Okay, so we're more than likely going to be looking for sells on most pairs. So looking at EU, you can see that this key level right here is very strong in the market. These are not cleared from yesterday. And then you also have this right here too. So price is in a range similar to DXY. You can see price tried to break out, within went down. We made a lower high. Strong bearish momentum previous 4H. We expecting this 4H to push bearish. Okay, so hopefully if we can find a trade here, we can. This is where I want to focus a lot of my energy on, because I checked it out just before I got into the live. So on the 4H, what you can see here is, you can see that we made this high, and then we also have this, which is holding us into kind of a range, right? What I saw is that we had for about 12 to 16 hours, we had a resistance right there. We failed to break above, and then something similar here. So you can see that after that 4H candle, we were quite bearish. So you're expecting the next 4H candle to be then bearish, right? Then right here on the 15-minute time frame, what you can see now is that price actually failed to break below this area in the market for quite some time. This was 45 minutes that we did not break below. We then got a break below right now, like now, 15 the previous 15-minute candle. So I am expecting the next candle to be bearish. uh what I actually would have liked is a wick. I was gonna place a sell stop below here, but I didn't want to take any trades off the stream, because I did agree for to be taking trades on stream. Okay, what I will be looking at is targets down here. That will be my target area. So you can see it lines up with the 4H area. So what I'm just gonna do is, let me change this color to, let's change it to green, because it's on the 15-minute. Hopefully we can find an entry on GU soon. So I'm looking for sells on GU, and then it's on EU. If we can find something, I don't like this pair. I genuinely don't like this pair, so I'm skipping that. Let's take a look at USD CHF. Okay, so most of these pairs are just going to be stuck in a range. So you can see that this low was created. Then I mentioned that this earlier on in the week, I mentioned that this high was taken out by this high, creating this lower high, right? So this needs to be changed. So this is the lower high right here. What you're looking at is that price held this lower high. You can see that price is now making, we took out this area, we took out that area with these candles, meaning that price turned bullish again, formed a higher low, and now we can continue higher. So you do know with USDCH, if we can just move, honestly, we can really just move. So these areas, let me mark these areas, that area there and that area there will then be kind of like take profit areas. If we can find an entry going upwards, because I do think that DXY is going to continue higher, that's areas that we do wanna ish. I think for, if you want to trade AUD USD, you really need to be at the chart at about 7 o'clock, because of the move that happens within Asian session. You really need to be at the chart really early. So remember I mentioned early on in the week that this is in a range, right? But within this range, what you can see is that we're printing lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So I do think that we are going to probably come down into like this area of the market where all of these wicks are in. So I do think we can mark this. Let's just mark it right here. Let me actually mark it somewhere there. So I do think it's highly possible that we can come into the market, into these areas soon. However, I'm not too sure. So if you just go in on break and retest, this would be your retest zone. Let's see how the market reacts to this area, because I do think price is coming to this area and we're approaching it quite fast. So you can see we took out structures, took out structures, already, forming new structure on the way down. This was in Asia. This was a good break and retest level. Then you can see we took out this area with strong momentum now an hour ago. So yeah, what's my plan on AUD USD? Unless we get a pullback, there's nothing that we can really do there. So I think we mark that. AUD USD, unless we get a pullback, we're probably going to get a pullback from like 9 to 10 or something like that, hopefully. Otherwise, we can't do anything. Let's check USDC, USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD. Let me remove this. So what you can see is this was the last. Let me mark it like that. We should mark the full week, but we'll mark the full week when we do eventually get there. And then this was the last lower low that lower high created. Okay, this right here. So what you can see is that price is failing to break below here. We attempted this. What was this on Monday? Tuesday we attempted to break it. We failed to break it. We came back into this area, failed to break it one more time. So what I can see is price engulfed this candle previously, and then we're following through with momentum. Okay, because this momentum candle on the 4H here, you expecting momentum to come in and continue. And then looking at the 15-minute, what you can now see is that pullback, lower high, lower low. Okay, lower high or potential lower high failed to make a lower low. This area, once this area gets broke, it then shows potential bullishness in the market. Okay, potential bullishness or bullish pressure, whatever you want to call it. This area then gets broken. That's confirmed bullish structure now. So now bearish structure is broken. What you can now say is price action has confirmed, unless you guys, okay, but there's hardly any wick there. So price action has now confirmed that we are moving up on the 15-minute, right? So now what we're going to do is we're either going to wait for momentum to kick in on the 15-minute and wait for a wick. Looking at all of these candles, I'm not too sure exactly, but I think this up here will probably be a decent area of profit taking on USD CAD. Template, let's make it green because we're going with green this morning on the 15-minute. I'm not too sure about all of these wicks right here, but we'll see. We're either gonna wait for a break and retest, or we can wait for momentum candle wick to come down and then look for that. Let's check Euro USD. Okay, so looking at the 4H, you can just see that this is in a range right here, right? That's in a bigger range, and I'm not sure if I want to trade this in that range. So I'm just gonna leave euro alone for now. GBP JPY, I really thought that we were gonna move higher after we got this break and retest yesterday. However, we just like we simmered in this region for some reason. Could be that this right here is just holding price down. It could be that. But what I will be looking for now is I guess a break above here on the 4H. Now there could be possible areas where we can like find a trade on the 15 if it is possible. Now this is a whole mess. This is a big mess. Do you see this whole mess? This is a really, really big mess going on here. So yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be trading GJ unless we break above here, either on the 15-minute or on the 4H. So the 4H, when the next 4H closes, what that will then mean is that price will be out of our trading time, so then we won't be able to trade GJ really. EJ is stuck in a range too. However, we're taking out, okay, EJ is stuck in a range, but we're taking out clear areas in the market on the 15-minute. So look at this. We're taking this out. The possibility of you need to be broke even here, and then so there might be a trade on EJ come the next 15 minutes. What did I mention? GU. Let's hope GU didn't fall too much. Okay. Let's keep an eye on GU. We're keeping an eye on GU. I do expect price. Just give me a moment, guys. Right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. 15-minute is closing. 15-minute is closing in 2 minutes 30 seconds. 15-minute is closing in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Just a bit of an announcement. But yeah, we're keeping an eye on GU. Let me check EU, because yesterday EU really just tumbled and is doing the exact same today. EU is probably going to tumble into this region here, or even into this lows, because I do see DXY going into these highs right here on the 4H. So you'll see it pop up now. The screen's not even on the live. Let me just jump on this. Okay, so you see this right here? I do see DXY possibly going into there. And these pre-London moves are just, it's too lit. I think I need to jump on the live way earlier. Like way, way, way earlier. Just because we're trying to get this move and then get out of the market. And a lot of times this happens. Do you see this? We break out kind of a retest, we fail to break below, and then you just have to like set the sell stop, I guess, there, and then place your stop loss there. And if you get taken out, you get taken out. It's trading, mate. Like, bro, look at this. Price is really gonna be reaching for these lows. And I honestly think that I don't wait, let me just keep an eye on this here too. So unless it's just euro weakness, that's so. Let me see. Euro odd. Okay, euro odd's flying. It's definitely not. I don't think it's euro weakness, guys. I think looking at this, there might be a bit of pound strength, and that's why. Okay, there might be a bit of pound strength stepping into the market. So checking GBP, JPY, we might just break these levels here soon, and then GBP USD might be a bit of a problem. Yeah, GBP USD might be a bit of a problem because now we're stepping in with GBP strength instead of GBP weakness, which is going to be a bit of a problem for this pair. Even though USD is strong, it's going to kind of be like fighting. So both are strong. Whereas on, I think, Euro USD, you're looking at, let me see, Euro, okay, Euro CAD. So you can see that's chilled. Euro CHF, there's not too much. Euro NZD, I don't understand because Euro NZD is Okay, a lot of the euros are actually facing upward. So, yep. Let's see if we can get an entry on this to take it down so you can see we had this level here in the market that was very, very strong. Let me just confirm while I can. JPY, what's JPY doing? Okay, tumbling. Uh, GBP, JPY. Okay, that might be because GBP is strong. Okay, I think JPY just got very, very strong real quick. So what we can do is we can denote this right here, and then let's jump onto the 1M here. Also denote this. Mate, I don't even have my lot size. Lot size calculator. My FX book. This is Euro JPY. It's a stop loss we're looking at about, geez, probably like a 3 pip or something. Let me open up MT4. So you can see this morning was a bit slow on my end. The fact that I don't have MT4 opened up is a bit of a problem. If we do break back in here and we don't reject it on the 1M, it might be a bit of a problem. I might not be looking at this pair anymore. So let's just keep an eye. This is what I'm looking at. Possibly we need a rejection somewhere. I don't want to. I really don't want like a big ass stop loss. Why is MT4 not opening up? Jeez, took long af. Okay, there we go. That's the rejection that we wanted. So we're probably looking at like cheapest at like a 4 pip stop. That's 6.86. Trading. Come on, just give me time. EJ, just give me some time. 6.86. 6.86. Sell stop. Where's the sell stop? 1.133.800. 133.840. Okay, guys, I placed this trade. Let me show you guys the parameters of this specific trade that I placed. Let's see if we get triggered in or not. So it's 800, and then that. So we're not in yet. Thank God for FTMOs like tight spreads and shit. I would have thought that this is gonna place me in, but it's probably gonna place me in the next candle. So let's see. And then, do I have break even before I get there? Yes, I do. What we can then do is take this down to 12 pips if we get triggered in. Righto, guys. Let's keep an eye. Keep an eye on like 800, 800, 800, 800, guys. Right there. Still not triggered in as of yet. Where's my water? Sorry, guys. Let me just grab my water. Grab my water, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me just be sure. So we do have Euro news in 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, sorry. That might be okay. It's not all red, but you don't necessarily want to be trading when there's too much news. So yeah, man, let's keep an eye on this pair. I don't want to be trading when there's too much news. So Euro-ish, I don't know. So I genuinely don't know. Do you see pound gaining strength? Look at that. Pound is actually gaining strength, guys. But yeah, there is a bit of a kind of a resistance right here. So let's see what happens. Let me leave that there. I do expect this price to continue lower though, in all honesty. I expect GBP USD to continue lower. I expect Euro USD to yeah, this leg right here. If we can, I don't know, even with AUD USD, if we can just get a pullback and then come down, like let's check Euro US Euro JPY still hasn't triggered me in as of yet. But this would have been like a great break retest. You see, even on the 1 minute, created a lower low, lower high, lower low, break and retest, and then down we go. Lower low, lower high, break and retest, down we go, mate. Shit, we out here making songs and shit. So this is what we're looking for. Let me check how the 3 minute looks. Okay, I do think like a morning star type formation can form on the 3 minute, and if that happens, we should be good. Guys, the trading session is still very, very early. Trust me, we're only about 20 minutes in. We should be good. We should be good. Keep an eye on GJ. Look at that weak rejection of the top. Okay, EJ, we just looked at that now. Let's keep an look at USD cat flying to the moon. When I take drugs, I go to the moon. Moon. This thing's just tumbling out of the damn air. Fucking hell. And I think I can comfortably say, wonder if we can mark this as, but then what about this then? That's what somebody will say. Clearly, we don't get any, like, once you get a breakout, you can just buy this thing. Because this pair clearly trades like in London, just breakouts. That's all it does. I think JPY is starting to pick up strength, guys. Okay, we're breaking this level as well as pound. So there might be like, who'd you buy pound though? Let me see. Who'd you buy pound USD? Depending on what this is doing. You can see that we are in this key level here on the 15 minute, and we are clearly rejecting this key level. Clearly. So if we reject and go down, you can at least expect a lower high to form, meaning that you can expect a kind of a pullback. But this thing's already moving, like moving strong. Let me check this. We're still not triggered. Still not triggered. Remember, if we don't get triggered in this next 15-minute candle, we then not really trade in the next 15 minutes. We're just waiting, mate. So yeah, still nothing as of yet. GJ, is way too messy. It's just really, really messy. GU doesn't look too bad because this is like an overextended market. We didn't get in a pullback. You can see multiple weak rejections at the bottom. pullback. Hopefully we get a wick and then we can continue it into like these retest levels right here. If you can get like a break even into these retest levels. Template green. So if we get a close above here, above like all of these wick areas, so you see these areas here, if we get a close above that strong 15-minute close, we get a wick down, you can then look for a buy into this zone where you can, like, if we can get break even into this zone, you should then be good. Even though you're trading against the trend, you should be good. That's my opinion, obviously. It's my opinion. USD CHF. Looking like we're gonna probably get a pullback. AUD USD should look like we're gonna get a pullback soon because we had this overextended market too. Let me see. USD CAD pulling back. EJ, what is EJ doing? Just struggling to actually enter me. Struggling to do shit. That's what it's doing. Ain't doing shit, mate. GJ flying because of pound strength. See, I'm not even too sure if we can take a buy above here because of all of this nonsense here. That's why I don't like GJ this morning. That's why, honestly, why I don't like GJ. Okay, it looks like we are actually in the EJ trade now. Let me take my screenshot. Yep, it looks like this trade has been triggered. So let me take my screenshot right here. There you go. There's that momentum, bruh. There we go. Give me that momentum. That's what we're looking for. Also, I forgot to do that. Guys, we are in EJ. We are in EJ, okay? Righto. Let's ride this wave. Let's ride this wave, guys. Let's ride this wave. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dog. Let's go. Let's go. We are moving. Okay, we're not really moving that much. It's like the youngest, but yeah. I love it when there's momentum stepping into the market and you can actually see the momentum come in. Took a while to trigger this trade. Let's keep an eye on other pieces for now. Remember that mental stop loss right here. Just remember that. Add alert real quick. There we go. I'm keeping MetaTrader open on my other screen, so just in case, obviously I can't let me actually add an alert here too. Okay, maybe at break even because it looks like we're about to hit that, and then we can just adjust our stop loss to half. Hopefully we just hit this real quick. Okay, cheapers. Let's see. Let's watch what EJ does. Okay, I'm not gonna move from EJ just because of the spike that we just saw. So I have my mental stop. Let me hover over this. I don't wanna. Okay, I'm adjusting my stop loss to half. What price is that? That's about 820. I'm adjusting my stop loss to half. 820. Right there. Okay, stop loss is at half now. Hopefully it doesn't do me dirty like it did me the other day. Let me delete this. Remove. Yes. Let me add a alert here at break even. Great. There we go. So now we can go on to other pairs because I'm feeling good about EJ. Not necessarily that it will do anything big, but I just know that more likely we're either gonna get a small loss or break even. So doesn't really matter. Let's see what's going on with other pairs. Pound USD. Oh, look at that close. Cheapest. So now you can see we're acting as huge resistance right here, right? This is kind of creating a double top. What you can then assume is that price didn't break below here properly for quite some time. So what you can now do is say sell stop somewhere in and around this region with your, let's say, 7 pip tick SL. Okay, let's drop this down to about 90, and then I think 7 point. Oh, I think it's tumbling. Cheapest. I really think it's not gonna trigger us in, and then this can obviously go down all the way down to here. I think. Let's see if we can get into this. So my reasoning behind this is we failed to break below this for quite some time. Let me see if I can get in with the 8 pip stop. 8 pip stop. Price should turn just based on price failing to break above here. If price breaks above, we should be good. We shouldn't get triggered in. So we go in with this being our stop loss. Okay, that's 8 pips. 8. Let me do the calculation real quick. Oh, please just give me time. Please just give me time. Just give me time. Just give me time. GBP, USD. Damn, I missed my phone, mate. This is 8 pips. Calculate. 3.125. 3.125. I think EJ took us out at 0.25 there. I think EJ took us out at 0.25. 3.125. 3.12. Trade in. New order. Pending order. Sell stop. What is that? 1.41490. 1.41570. Yes. Okay, so EJ took us out for 0.5%. Let me screenshot that. So you can see EJ taking us out at 0.5%, and now it's probably gonna tumble. Let me get this whole thing in. Save that. And look at this now. So the thought process behind the GJ trade is this. The thought process behind the GJ trade is this. We're down on the 4H, right? Look at the 4H. We're down on the 4H. I'm expecting this region, at least this region, to get where we can actually get to break even. I'm still not triggered in on FTMO server for some reason, even though I was triggered in here. I think these people probably moved my entry price or something. I'm not sure. But okay, I'm actually looking forward to funding talent releasing their own service so that we can look at how these look. You can see we triggered in. Okay. So the thought process behind this is we were failing to break above this region. I thought that this push right here for most of the 15-minute candle, we were actually bullish, right? We were pushing bullish for like 90% of the 15-minute candle. Then at the end of the candle, the bears really stepped in, coming in and closing below this region. So I really thought, okay, I had this blue line up here saying, okay, if we break above here, what we can then look for is pullbacks into this region, right? However, once this stepped in, then I noticed, okay, this is creating kind of a resistance or key level in the market up here. What I can then look for now is where did the price not break for quite a long time. So I can see that price didn't break this area here for quite a long time. You can see in and around here, price did not break this area for a very, very, very long time. So what my thought process was, okay, because we did not break below this area, let me set a sell stop with a safe SL above all of these wicks and above the wick that's being created. And if we do continue down with momentum, we should then get triggered in, sell down, and then we should be able to continue this bearish pressure or this bearish momentum to the downside and should continue with it. Okay. That's the thought process behind it. Let's see how it plays out. You can currently see that we are in a tiny bit of profit. I'm not too sure because I've just been, remember I did tell you guys that I have been watching this throughout the week to see how it actually performs, but I haven't taken a trade like this. Usually I take a trade based on a week. So based on a week rejection, I usually take the trades based on those. uh so let's see how this plays out, and then we can then adjust our stop loss and our entry according to that. Okay, after like after quite a few trades. So you can see now we're starting to tumble. That's what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. I can't fathom EJ though. Look at EJ. Bloody hell, mate. Look at EJ. Came into our stop loss, took us out, and now we're moving down. Okay. GBP, JPY, multiple wicks to the upside. GU. So I went for GU just based on price action. Yeah, I wasn't looking at any other pair, just based on this price action. So you guys do know that I don't trade with a set take profit. So if we do eventually get to this region here, I will probably be taking profits off the table in and around here. I need to take a screenshot of this. Shit, I forgot. Where did I enter? I think it was 85. In about here, 85, somewhere there. Just go to the 3-minute chart, and then my SL is about, oh shit, this thing actually put me in at 85. This was my SL 90. That's where I put it at, and then they put me in at 85. Bitches. Let's do this on the 3-minute. So I think we can move our stop loss to at least half now, since we're moving with momentum. I'm moving my stop loss to half, guys. Just protecting my capital. That means overall, if I do lose this trade, I'm only losing 0.5 for the day. And if you risked 1%, you would have only lost 1% for the day. Let's save this. Stop loss adjust into half now. Let me see where half is. 570 to about 490. Let me see where half is, guys. Just give me a moment. 490. Yep, you see we tap that. So we did move with momentum. So this is 1 to 3. This is probably 3.5. I think we can go for 3.5 in this instance. Let me be safe and follow my rules. Protect capital as always. What is that? What's this price? What's this price, guys? What is this price? 531. Look at that. There, EJ. EJ. Fuck EJ. Shit. 531. Okay, that's perfect. We are now at half a percent on GBP USD. We're assuming that is going to continue down. Let me take a look at EJ. Mate. Mate. Look at that. Look at that. Bruh. Yep. But I wonder if it's going to give us like a break even. Well, it gave us a minus whatever that was. GU is also moving a bit crazy with it. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's moving a bit crazy with it. Let me see if there's any news right now. GU, there's news at 10. I wonder if Euro news can probably affect GU. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure. Let's see how this trading session goes. I think I need to stand for a bit, actually. Just get this I'm not I'm not feeling the best about that EJ trade. But yeah, it happens, guys. It's part of the game. It's part of the game, mate. If you can't deal with it, get out the game. Like they say, if you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. That's the way GU's looking right now. Oh, it's the opening of like new low time frame candles that's fucking around with us. That's what's going on. That's what's up. I just hope that like because a lot of our trades are in the right direction. A lot of our trades, even our normal stop loss is safe. It doesn't usually get hit that often, but then we come up and then we tap our half stop loss and then we continue down to break even. So yeah, but I think EJ probably would have taken us out at break. Okay, not yet. Because once this has happened, I'm adjusting my stop loss to break even. So what I'm doing now, guys, obviously we need a fresh hit of 20 sample size to see if we're getting taken out more at 0.5%, and then afterwards price goes down. If price goes down afterwards and we're getting taken out more than 50% of the time, then I think I'm just going to leave my stop loss at 100% instead of adjusting it to let's say half. The way I'm adjusting it, even though this half is saving me, and I do know that this is the first week of the month and shit is hectic because of all of the news. So yeah, this does usually happen where so EU's going down, AU's going down, GU's acting like a bitch and trying just to play around with my feelings and shit. GU is really acting like a bitch, mate. So this green line is our stop loss. It's our physical stop loss. Our stop loss has been adjusted to half. Let's see. I think I'm gonna stand for a bit. Let me put the charts on full. I just need to stretch and yeah, while I watch the charts. Guys. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is GU is pushing up. The 15 minutes not looking the best. We are actually looking like we're failing to break below. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. We might get taken out at half. That's what it's looking like. This 3 minute is looking shockingly strong. I can't fathom this 3 minute chart. Do you guys see it? Because I do. Damn, like we're quite close to my stop loss. We are really, really close to my stop loss, guys. We are so close to my stop loss, actually. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. We formed a double bottom on the 3 minute time frame. We formed a Halle engulfing candle. I'm really, really not liking what I'm seeing. I think I might actually close it before we hit that. if we don't hit it now. Let me sit down and close this trade because it's looking like shit actually right now. Like what the market's providing me with the information it's providing me. I don't like it. I really don't like it actually. Let me give me a moment. Let me turn this mic down and then let me go and adjust. Okay, I was talking and I was on mute the whole time. Sorry guys. So as I mentioned, I assume that because we failed to break above, we were probably going to continue this bearish trend, right? However, what I can see now is that we failed to break below two, so we are kind of in this range on GBP USD, right? So now what do you wait for? Wait for a breakout of either side, and then we can then look for a wick to be on the next candle, and then continue buying. And because I got taken out at break even on the previous trade, I can so on that GBP USD trade I closed it out at break even. Thank God for that mistake. uh what we can then now do is look for another trade. This trade, this trade. Bloody hell, mate. Let me clear this. Yeah, the life of a trader, man. The life of a trader. I honestly thought like that thing pushing. Do you see GU at like at uh at London Open will really fool you? Why do I say that? Because that thing pushes bearish for the whole 15 minutes, and then the last 2 minutes. You think you have me, but you don't. But you don't. You don't. I'm telling you guys, this is the art of trading. It's just persistence, risk management, and then you can continue. That's really all it is. Persistence and risk management. Don't quit after you lose. If you quit after you lose, it might be a horrible ending, guys. Don't quit. Just remember that. Don't quit. See, so now what are we doing? We're breaking bullish, okay? We're moving bullish after this huge ass push up. We just need to wait for a candle close. Let's wait for. I'm not taking those trades anymore where we fail to break above here for some time. I'm gonna be waiting for a confirmed momentum shift. So even if, like, for instance here, I'm gonna wait for a confirmed momentum shift, wait for a weak rejection, and then enter. Based on the fact that this is an overextended market, we must probably create a lower high. Okay, so I'm not taking those trades where you assuming the next candle is gonna be this, the next candle is, fuck that bullshit. I'm not doing that. That GU trade gave me anxiety. What? Like, why didn't I just wait for this to occur? Why didn't I just wait for the damn momentum to step in and then trade with the damn momentum? Instead, you're trading with these wick things. Clearly, who do you think you are? Damn genie. Like, even USD CAD right now. Look at this, but you need momentum to step in first before you can do anything. Okay, pound, JPY. What are we doing? Creating hella wicks. That's what we're doing. Hella wicks. I wonder if he has like cleaner charts down here. That's not in my. That's not in my watch list. So let me just do this. Yep, guys. So right now we took two trades, one break even, one small loss. I love the fact that we never take big losses. We never ever take a full loss. Never. So look at this. Why are they giving me that? Okay, let me just run through my charts. Let me see. So we're waiting for the next 15-minute candle to close. AUD USD still look like it's pushing bearish. USD CHF still look like it's pushing higher. USD JPY look like it's doing its own shit. Euro USD look like there might be a pullback. Let's keep an eye on Euro USD. That's all it really is, guys. That's all. As I mentioned, all trading is persistence and risk management. If you can stick to your risk, you should be good. You should definitely be good. Are you guys looking at the charts? Let me check. Okay, we are on the charts. We are on the charts. Guys, I'm keeping an eye on Euro USD for a possible pullback. So the thought process here is we created this push, right? We can see multiple weak rejections. This candle is starting to push bullish. If we can get a strong enough momentum shift with this 15-minute candle to then be bullish, what you can then expect is a kind of a lower high to form. So then we can trade it up, okay? With GU, same process. I would like this candle to just close above this green area in the market. If we can do that, then we should then be good, guys. Then we should be good. Let's keep an eye on these things. Okay, I don't think there's anything in USD right now. Is there anything on AUD? So this one pushed quite a bit too. you can actually see that this candle was bullish, but I don't trust just one wick rejection. I need like multiple wick rejections. uh so yeah, if this candle can just be another wick rejection, I don't think we can really get an in. I need a bullish candle, like a bullish momentum candle. What does USD CAD say? It's breaking above. This thing is continuing lower after taking me out. Bitch, bitch ass EJ. EJ taking me out and then going lower is just a bitch ass move. Let's be honest about it. Like, yeah. But guys, I was thinking of making a video like, which prop firm do I join? Do I join FDMO? Do I join what's that, my Forex funds? Or do I join Funding Talent? I saw Funding Talent's new server that they bringing in, and besides the fact that they much cheaper than FDMO, they're more reliable than my Forex funds because they've been around way longer. They have consistent payouts. You can see people getting paid out. They have good reviews. They in my opinion, right now the second biggest prop firm in the industry. So yeah, like I feel like, first of all, in my opinion, there's those three prop firms are that are up there. I think the reason why I'm adding my Forex funds in there, because of not only their pricing, but they have 12% drawdown, so they have a bigger drawdown than everybody else. Uh, and I don't trust traders prop. I don't trust. They have so much rules that were hidden away, so I don't trust them for shit. So I don't trust traders prop at all. See, this is what I was attempting to say with kind of Euro GBP JPY GBP USD. Sorry, we formed a level in the market where we failed to break below for quite some time, and now what are we doing? We're breaking below that level. That's what I was trying to say. Like, this is what usually happens, and then price then continues. I just hate the fact that I had to get stopped out. This was a decent trade. Was really really decent trade. There's 2 more minutes. What did I say? What are we looking at? This is gonna run into traffic right here, and I knew that we were gonna get break even right there. So I don't think we're looking at EJ right now, right? Nope. Let me check AUD. We might be looking at AUD USD in the next 15 minutes, depending on how this 15-minute close. USD CHF, no. USD JPY, no. GBP USD, maybe, probably, highly probable, and then EU2, highly probable. I think, let me adjust this one there so that we can look at all of these. It's probably because DXY is getting a pullback. Yep, DXY is getting a pullback. And it's at that level too. DXY, could be a possibility that we're going to form a low high. That means I'm probably going to be watching EU more likely than not. EU or AU. Let me see. So let me see what's gaining strength. Is AUD USD gaining more strength? Okay, it does seem like AUD USD is gaining more strength. Okay, out of these like 4 AUD pairs, does seem like AUD is gaining way more strength. Let's check E. Okay, that's tumbling. That's not doing too much. Weak rejections. There's a bit of strength right there. The weakness. More weakness. Okay, so it doesn't seem like that's the best to trade. Pound has strength. Pound definitely has strength in it. Okay, it seems like AUD, USD, and GBP USD are the best to trade right now. Let's take these off. Hopefully we can get like a wick on this pair. Get a wick into this region. Can enter. Is that it? Is that the wick? Bruh, that's wild. Okay, maybe we must look at AUD. This thing looks like it's moving a bit slower. I think AUD is starting to gain some strength. Let's jump down to the 1 minute. Let's do this. I think we can put a stop loss somewhere here. $65. What stop is this? 5 pips. I think 5 pips. AUD USD. Come on, just give me some time. AUD USD, give me some time. Give me some time. That's 5 pips. AUD, where are you? Where are you trading? New order. Pending order. 5. This is a buy stop. 0.77265. 0.77215. Okay, let's place that. Why am I trading AUD USD like this? I will explain to you guys now. I think I might go for right in and around here, something like that. Does seem like I will have a, do you see this page just left and it left real quick? Like we got one candle that came down. We had one candle that came down, bruh. But let me explain to you guys. I saw that this one's gonna go up. The reason why this is probably gonna go up is because DXY is starting to pull back here, and I'm expecting this to form a higher low, right? So I'm expecting this to form a higher low to then possibly go higher based off from these candles here that we're rejecting and make it in a zone, right? So you have this right here. You have that right there. You can see we're getting weak rejections. So from that, we then getting kind of a, what do you call this? Like a morning star. I don't know what candles or weak rejections, bullish in bearish engulfing, kind of shows that momentum should then, we're gonna create a wick and we should then continue down. That's what I'm expecting, right? So with AUD, it's the exact same thing. We had this move to the downside, right? This huge ass move. I like this to be on the 3 minute because then I can at least like see this. You can see we failed to break below for quite some time. We then shifted momentum to the upside, right? I am projecting DXY weakness. I then went over to all of the AUDs to check if there's strength across most of them. And what you can see is that most of them are actually starting to project strength besides like 2 of them, okay? So they're starting, strength is starting to come in. Even in here, you can see that AUD is starting to show more strength. Let's check this. Okay, so throughout most of the AUD pairs, we are actually showing more strength now than weakness, and then DXY, I'm assuming that we are going to start showing more weakness based off from this key level, based off from the fact that uh the strategy says if there's a bearish candle that shows momentum or from a key level, more likely than not the next candle will be bearish and we should be able to get into break even. Okay, so what my projections is, it's simple. It's based off from DXY, potential DXY weakness, or from this key level potential AUD weakness from all of the AUD pairs that I looked at, and then also with technicals in terms of price actually pushing down, being overextended, and then now what I'm assuming to be price then trying to come back and create that higher low or lower high. So higher low on DXY and lower high on AUD, and there should be enough space to get to break even at least. So Here, this will be my first target. So this will be my first target right here. Second target would be this area. Right. And then my third target would probably be this area. This area. That's if we get triggered in, so guys. But I like that's the thought process behind it. So we got a break even this morning. We got a L, and then this thing is just tumbling. So to be fair, like our projections are correct. With GU, I was trying something new. It wasn't necessarily the strategy, so that is a problem. I don't think I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I think there's a possibility that the reason why I'm only going for 1 to 2 in this instance is because of it being kind of a counter trend play out. So you're looking at price counter trending. Hopefully we get to break even. Uh, I will manage very very aggressive in this instance because of it being a counter trend trade. Okay, so you manage aggressively when you're trading against the trend. When you're trading with the trend, you can then manage normally with moving your stop to half at that 0.5%. Yeah, if we don't get momentum, it's going to be a bit of a problem because of counter trend trading. So you need to know what type of trend you're in. If you don't, what you can always do is then let me see. Let me just see. If you don't know how to determine the trend with higher lows and higher highs, I think you can use the 50. Just do this EMA moving average exponential. I think on that specific time frame that you're in, what you can do is use the 50 EMA to help you with the trend. So usually the 50 EMAs, it's a very good EMA to determine trend. I think it's very good EMA. I used to use it a lot. So what does this mean? If price is below the EMA, we're more likely trending down. Okay, so you can see we're making, the way I determine a trend is just by making lows in a trend. We're taking out lows, and if we're taking out lows, we are in a downtrend. If we're taking out highs, we are in uptrend. So a series of lower lows and low highs, downtrend, series of higher highs, higher lows, uptrend. Okay, if you can't see that, and you don't necessarily know what how to determine a trend, what I would then say is use the 50 EMA, because more likely than not, once we break the EMA and we continue higher, we're probably going to break structure. Okay, so yeah, this is a downtrend. As you can see, price is below the 50 EMA, downtrend. We are currently looking at this right now. We are currently actually at our stop loss. We're not triggered in, guys. We're not triggered in. However, what I do want to do in this instance right here is just watch. If price do take out our stop loss, we're gonna have to delete this order and then probably start looking for a new stop loss, meaning do a new calculation for a new lot, because our stop loss is probably gonna be a bit bigger. Then see if you do want to still take the trade. This is why it's important to also, so I'm deleting this right now, to also check lower time frames, because lower time frames has structure too. So if we are breaking structure on lower time frames, let me see, 1 minute, let me show you guys. Look at this. So we took out these levels, right? But then now you can see we are actually at this level here that is holding price up. And if we take that out, what does that mean? That just simply means that now even the 1 minute changed back bearish again. So it's pointless looking for buys. That's that's the way time frame confluence works, guys. That's all it is. There's nothing like there's nothing too much about Forex, guys. Honestly, there's honestly nothing big about it. It's just about finding a strategy, sticking to that strategy, and then going ham on that specific strategy. Okay, that's it. Like, find it, perfect that one strategy, and then go ham. That's all it is. See, even EU didn't do too much in terms of going up. Michik, GU went up and then came down. I'm glad I actually didn't take that specific trade, but on the 1 minute we are bullish now though. We are bullish. We took that out, we came down. We're bullish until we break these lows on the 1 minute. Actually, okay, I can't say these lows because we didn't make a high. So these right here. So all we can do now is watch price. Let's see if we can find maybe a trade possibly somewhere. Now, if we do take out these regions right here that I've spoken about, and this one closes with momentum, we can then possibly look for the next candle to have a wick and then carry it down, because this does look like a lower high in a downtrend. That's what it looks like. USD CHF is a problem. Look at this. It just went up. It went up. It didn't stop for nobody, for no one. It just went up. What's DXY doing? Okay, DXY is again in this area. If we can take this out, we will then start to reach for these highs. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on DXY now to see how we close here. If we close above, if we close below. If we close below, then there's a possibility that the next 15 could still be bearish, because we're in a key area in the market. But even though DXY is just about breaking above this, look at what EU is doing. EU is actually breaking below this level. GU, okay, GU is just breaking back into there. AU is breaking below that level too. And I really thought that AUT's strength will like kick in and then like start to do some, but clearly nah. Okay, even USD CAD. So if USD CAD breaks above this, I'm so glad that I have another trade. I'm so glad that I have another trade, bruh. Yesterday I was feeling in between taking another trade and not obeying my rules, and like just looking for trades for you guys, you know what I mean? So yeah, EJ, I still can't fathom this thing. Piece of shit. But do you see how it is very possible for a swing trader to say, no, there's no trades in this thing because it's in a range, and then you can find a trade when it is in a range on the higher time frame, but then on the lower time frame, this shit's so exciting, man. Like, on the higher time frame, look at this. On the higher time frame, price is in the range, but then so you can get a trader that will completely ignore euro JPY just because it is in the range. But then you will get another trader that says, you know what, fuck this range. I know that if I go into the lower time frame, shit, even if I go down into the 1 minute, I could have caught the trade down here, all the way down. I could have caught the trade. Why? Because one 30-minute candle or one 15-minute candle probably causes a trend on the 1 minute. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it depends on like how you actually looking at the market. Like, yeah, that's all that's what I wanted to say. That shit's so exciting though. Like, looking at GBP JPY, we're failing to break above this region again. Just looking at all of these wicks, it just feels so wicky. Like, I wonder how it looks if you just remove the wicks. You're just gonna see like no volume in this market. No volume, or little to no volume in this market. Look at this. Let me show you guys a bit of a trick. Just a tiny trick. Where do you go for that? Is it scales? Status line, symbols. I think it's symbols. Let me show you guys this. No wicks, okay? Look at this. No wicks in the market. So now you're looking at this and you trade in this. What are you going to do? Are you going to be trading this pair? I'm going to be staying away from this pair completely. Why? Because of all of like these tiny bodies. This is what you're looking for. Like, you're looking for momentum in the market. Do you know what I mean? Like the more you see momentum like this is momentum in the market. This is how you want, this is what you want to be trading. So looking at this right here, we closed, but we didn't close below like that area. Looking at EU, we didn't really close below that area either. Let's check DXY. Okay, DXY actually looking like we closed above that high, right? So there's a possibility of us continuing down right now. So this is so or momentum indicator to kind of, let me remove this so because it's a trick that I've come up with to ish. Euro USD is not playing around, guys. Euro USD is really not playing around. Even Euro JPY, GBP USD, sorry. Mm, look at all of this. Bruh, this is quite wild. The fact that we moved straight to this area is because this is all clean here. So once we broke out, we hardly even, as I mentioned, USD CAD is probably gonna go higher. There was, even if I add a wick, there was no wick here. Where do I go for settings? Add my wicks back. No wick. Look at that. No wick. No wick at all. Mm. So now looking at GBP JPY after you saw that, would you actually trade GBP JPY? I wouldn't. I'm gonna be waiting for more of like bearish bodies or something to step in, more like decent sized candles to actually step into, then be able to do something. Whereas here on USD CAD, you can see these bodies are decent sized, tradable sized candles. Now I'm just waiting, man. Come on. There's a ton of opportunities in the market, guys. There's a ton of opportunities in the market. I know like somebody has a way to get into this market after structure broke, structure paused, we then continued higher. You have your break even level right here. You have your first TP right there, your second TP right there. Yeah, you're probably taking most of the volume off. So yeah, man, let's keep okay. AUD USD, what are we doing? Euro USD is just tumbling. Euro USD is just moving down with no regret, no nothing. It's just moving all the way into these regions. Okay, we have this right here, but I don't think that's gonna affect us much. I think price is coming straight into this region here. That's what I think. I think price is going right down. I'm just keeping an eye on the bigger picture too. Let me delete this right here. So in the grand scheme of things, looking at things, you could say this is like a weak rejection of this range type of thing. So we went into a range, obviously for these 12 hours before we hit this low, right? We went into a range. So if you want to, you could say break and retest, break, retest, continuation. But in order for me to be fine with that, I need this candle to close below that low to then say, okay, no, we're starting to form now on in terms of candlesticks, lower lows and lower highs. Okay. So how do I look at things? Break, retest. Okay, we have a high here, we have a low there. We then have a lower high, we then have a lower low and candle closed below that. If the candle doesn't close below that, then oh well, so well. I really expected AUD USD to have like some type of pullback. However, clearly we're not getting no pullback. USD CAD is so just not giving a man anything, like nothing. Bro, break of structure, double bottom, price pushed up, breaking high this time frame structure to like deeper structure. Price then failed to break above this for quite some time. Price breaks above it with momentum. Price continues that momentum, and I do think this momentum is going up all the way till there. Where does that week start? In and around here, 800. So anyway, in and around 800, you must then be start to then look for break evens. Okay, anyway, in and around 2800 is where you're looking for break even. uh, uh, let me hopefully we can and we just continue. We just move that. I genuinely don't like it. Like, bruh, how can we just move? Why don't you like just give me a warning or something? Just give me a warning. That's all I'm asking. Uh, USD JPY is moving higher. AUD USD tumbling out the damn air. Euro USD moving. This is strong momentum below this region. I think if I get a wick here, I think I can take it down to here. I think so. I genuinely do. I think that if we get a wick and there's enough range into here, it's very close though. I don't know if we're gonna be able to like get like a 1 to 2 even, but yeah. Look at you. Let me remove this because that's looking ugly F. But look at GU though. Taking out these levels. Taking out those levels. Let me drop down to the 3 minute here to see where these levels are actually. So I would put it here actually. That's where I would put it. So we're taking out these levels. Let's see if we can continue over the next like couple of 3 minute candles. Continue down to confirm this downtrend now. On the 3 minute, on the 1 minute, we probably bearish below here. So we bearish on the 1 minute, bearish on the 3 minute now too. So let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye, mate. All the USD pairs are just going ham and flying. Let me see. DXY breaking above this level. I feel like this right here is a bit of a trap. Actually, no, when you feel like this right here is a bit of a trap. Unless because this is a psychological level. Oh no, that thing's like yeah. Like then again, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I feel like a bit of a trap. I I feel like uh all time to me. So yeah, man. Can we just get a like? Can we just get momentum on a pair? Like, just give me momentum and then give me a wick, please. Stop this nonsense now. Okay, I don't like that pair. You ask for momentum and then you say you don't like that pair. EJ hitting a pullback. GJ still doing its own shit, creating hella wicks, no volume, no momentum, no nada. Nada, nux, niet, whatever you want to say it is. Like, EJ is really just, GJ is really just doing its own thing. That's all it's doing. It's doing its own thing. Guys, so yesterday I had to run like 8 400-meter sprints. And your boy wasn't ready for that thing at all. Let me tell you about how that went. Shit. So I do my 2 kilometer warm up. I stretch at home, do my 2 kilometer warm up. Bruh. I get to the place where I'm gonna run my 400. I hate my first 400. So it's you run in 400, you then run in a slow 200, and then you rest in for a minute, and then you go in 400 again. Slow 200, then you rest for a minute, and you need to do that for eight times, right? So I do my warm up 2 kilometers, right? Your boy is sweating after that 2 kilometers. I'm sweating. I I tell myself, okay, let's do a bit of stretches. We do some stretches before because now we're gonna go like we're gonna hit like not necessarily sprinting in terms of like sprinting over 100 meters, but you're gonna go fast for 400 meters, bruh. I pushed myself so much in that first 400 meters. I felt like catching. You know that feeling when it's just here at the top of your stomach and like, yeah, no, felt like catching. Then I took my slow 200 meter jog, caught some air, started breathing. And I said, nah, bruh, you're not quitting. David Goggins and shit. Told myself, nah, dog, you're not quitting at all. So I ended up just running those things. Not even joking. I ended up running those things like I genuinely did. Doesn't look like USD CAD's gonna come back, like make a wick for us to then continue higher. I was really thinking like we can possibly get a trade into here because the momentum is looking nice now on USD CAD. The momentum is looking really, really nice. I want to keep an eye on that. What else did I say I want to keep an eye on? That's not momentum. That is actually decent momentum, eh? This is really, really good momentum. Like, just looking at it, it's looking like really good momentum. So, if you're looking at something somewhat like this, it should be at the area where price turns bearish. So, let's do something like that. The very, very tight stop. But you can also see at the same time, yeah, price is failing to break below. Where is this? Yeah, price is failing to break below this region, and now you're trying to sell based on the previous years. That's what we're doing. 5 pips means 5 pips means 5, right? Yep. So GU, we're going with 5 pip trading. 5 pip stop loss means volume's gonna be 5. Sell stop 5 pips. What is this? 1 point. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. That's really, really disappointing. So that means we're gonna have to increase our stop loss to more than 5 pips, to about 6 pips. And this thing's gonna have to drop to 50. What is 6 pips? Fuck. Come on, come on. I think AUD and 6 pips. Calculate 4.16. 4.16. 4.16. 1.4145. 1.41510. Paste that. See how it goes. That's what we're looking at. I think we can very well get 24 pips. That's what I think. As long as we can get break even, that's all that matters. If price continues bearish, we get a third bearish candle. USD CAD still no wick. We add this here to see if price moves past that. We then create a wick, right? Also, I need to keep an eye on GBP USD to make sure that it doesn't pass my stop loss. Okay, it really did. Let me delete this thing. See, the thing is, so these wicks right here, like if you, so the reason why I don't like to use lines is because price doesn't react to a specific price. Price reacts to a zone, right? So you can see that we are failing to break below that zone. Whereas with Euro USD, look at this, we completely broke below that zone. Even with AUD, most probably we broke okay, we didn't break below it just yet. So I think our safest bet right now is USD CAD, waiting for a wick to form, and then from there we can then assess what we can do and what we can't do. Lower high, tumble, tumble, tumble. I have no clue what GBP JP. If somebody just trades GBP JPY in London session, I feel like they probably just like, I don't know how you get in trades here. you're kind of fucked actually. You're just walking away. Because even if you're trading on the 1 minute, it's in the range. Look at this. What are you doing? Like, what exactly are you doing? Unless you, I don't know how you sell in from here. You're trading with like sell limits and buy limits on the 1 minute, which is very, very like tricky and dangerous. When I do trade the 1 minute, I usually want to be like either market executing or trading with stop orders because I wanted to continue with momentum in that direction. So, yep, USD CAD, USD CAD. At the same time, you're looking at this thing and you're saying cheap is we really pushed for how long? Let's see, from about here, that's like three hours worth of just upward movement. Hardly any bearish movement. And you still looking for buys after 3 hours of pushing. Yep. The strategy is the strategy, mate. USD, there might actually be a buyer from a. But you see, with you, with the reason why I don't like this pair is because of previous experience with this pair. 3 pips. I didn't even analyze this pair, so I don't know where it's going to because I don't like it that much that I didn't even analyze it. But I'm gonna leave this there. Let me move this right here that way. As long as it's on like the close, your stop loss is below this wick. That could potentially be the lower high on like 3 minute, 1 minute, and so on. Are you guys seeing this nonsense on GBP USD? Complete utter nonsense. I need some coffee. Coffee, that is what I need. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna leave the charts in full screen. I'm gonna go make myself some coffee, and then I'll be back. Hopefully before the 15-minute closes. Great thing is I made it before, just before the 15-minute closed. Let's check if there's anything specific that we can look at. Look at pound. Look at pound. Look at that strength in pound. I hope you guys can hear me. I think we can buy pound, guys. I genuinely think we can buy pound there. Let me see if we can get in right here. The stop loss of 5 pips. Yo, this is gonna be tough. Okay. Maybe at the close. Maybe at the close of the candle, but then we're gonna have to have like a 7 stop or something. Something like that. But cheapers. This thing looks like, okay, no, this is news. I remember seeing news. This is definitely news. Oh, this is news entering before the actual news, I think. So I'm not entering this shit. Fuck. I'm staying away from GBP. Sorry, I don't want to swear. Now, do you see? Now we're starting to get these moves that are starting to correct. So I think AUD, we can mark AUD for the next 15 minutes. So if this 15-minute candle closes above this key level, we can then expect a pullback. You can even see kind of like a double top failing to break this key level. So we had an extended push, right? A lower high, a failed lower low, and now we're breaking this lower high. What you can then assume now is that when this candle breaks, we get a wick. We should then continue higher, okay? Let me see USD CHF. USD CHF is actually just like coming off from this key level, and possibly if you do want to, I don't trust this, but if you do want to, you can do this. Remember these, right? But what happens when you trade a counter trade? You trade it, you lower your, you simply just lower your what do you call it, like your stop loss. So I'm not physically in this trade, guys, just a heads up. I'm not physically in this trade, but I'm just saying that's the way you could have entered it. USD CAD, they might start pullbacks now. Based on every other pair, I think USD CAD could start to have a pullback. This is probably pulling back now too. Ooh, so we did all of this morning to just do that. That is wild. Guys, I might stay on the chart longer than I usually do, just based on GBP, JPY, because look at the 4H now. Because now the 4H has momentum too. Now the 4H actually broke all of this, right? The 4H is closing in 40 minutes time. And if this 4H closes with momentum, what we can then expect is that the next 4H must, or not must, could create a wick, possibly, could create a wick to the downside to then continue up into these regions. That will be a decent trade if we can get a trade into like that area there with the next 4H candle. So I might stay on the chart slightly longer than what I usually do. Do I hold my last trade just for Che? Possibly. Now this is news inflicted. This, or the catalyst of this move was the news. Now the news is not yet released, so we'll see. But I do think this is like price action. How would you say this is price action? Kind of bringing the news in before the actual news. Okay, so yep, that's not actually a trade. That was just showing you guys exactly what I would do, but I wouldn't trade that thing. AUD USD is looking lovely, actually. Hopefully, guys. Let me actually just put this here. So, and then I can move like this thing this way. So hopefully this AUD will create a wick so that we can start buying this bitch up. Please, like, be good to us. Damn, man. Like, all of, even AUD is moving like, it's moving crazy with it, eh? Look at that strength in AUD. There's so much confluence now for this AUD buy. There's so much confluence now, guys. Let's hope. Okay, if I can get a break even on this trade, I will stay. I will stay on the charts. If I don't, so what I'm doing is I'll be hoping for price to do this, and then for price to then turn back, hit our first TP, hit our second TP. Okay, that pullback, this pullback right here is just gonna be a week, and then we're gonna continue higher with the body. Okay, that's what we expecting. That is what we expecting now, mate. That is what we expecting. Thank God for that break even that I took on GU by mistake. Otherwise, I would have been done trading for the day. Just crazy. You know, I've been doing my calculations, right? And if you take 2 trades a day the way I am with 0.5% risk, you lose both trades in the day. You're only losing 0.5%. You're taking 2 trades, you're only losing 0. Or even if you're taking 1% trades, you only be losing 1% based on this rule that I'm trading with. So based on this rule that I'm trading with, let me add myself to the screen. I don't necessarily want to. Let me see if I can actually do this and then type here. Let's do that. Let's move. Can't we move this box? Okay, there we go. So you guys can see that. Let me bring the. So with this rule, guys, right? With the moving risk to 0.5% or half stop loss placement, right? So let's say, for example A, example X, right? Example X, he or she risks 1% trade. Takes 2 trades a day. Right? So he's taking 2 trades per day. So into out. Okay, there we go. We're back. However, with our set strategy, you are adjusting as soon as price moves. If price move against you, you close in with your mental stop at half, right? So you have, first of all, you have your mental stop at half. So that's when price moves against you immediately. What's the point of staying in the trade hoping it's going to go in your way when in reality it's most probably not? You know what I mean? So what's the point of staying in the trade, right? Then if price hits 1 to 0.5, when price hits 1 to 0.5 risk to reward, you actually moving your stop to off, right? So you're moving your stop to, like, in this instance will be 0.5%, right? So now, sorry. So now what you're doing is, okay, let me add this at 1 to 0.5 or moving your stop to off, okay? So now whenever he or she actually loses a trade, she's only ever losing 0.5%, meaning that on max, on average per day, she can only lose 1%. However, if she's trading 1 to 2, the max that she can gain per day is 4%. The max that she can gain on a trade is 2%, right? So in essence, her risk to reward doubles immediately, if you know what I mean, because she's only ever risking 0.5%. She's only ever risking 0.5%, but her reward is going to be 2% on most days, or on most trades that she wins, unless there's opportunity in the market to actually go bigger. So yeah, like, do you guys see? And then, so let's say for this, you can lose literally, you need to lose 20 trades in a row to blow your FTMO account. 20 freaking trades, guys. 20 trades. And do you understand, like, how in order to lose 20 trades, your equity curve is obviously just going to be in a downward slope, but it's going to be slowly trickling down, very, very slowly, which means in essence, if you lose, okay, for this, I'm going to need this right here. In essence, I wonder if, okay, it doesn't go right across. So let's do this. You lose 0.5. Why is it not continuing? You then lose 0.5. You then lose 0.5. You then lose 0.5. That's 4 trades. That's only 2%. You then win one trade. One trade after 4 losses, guys. And you at break even, or slightly under break even, because of what do you call it? What do you call those things? Transaction cost, right? You back at break even. Theoretically, you're back at break even without transaction cost. If you add transaction cost, you're probably slightly under break even, so you're just going to be there on your equity curve. Do you like, this is actually genius, guys. I feel like this should be the way that everybody uses risk for, like, FTMO, for prop firms, because of the flexibility that it allows you. It really allows you. So what we can then do is now just adjust this for my purposes, just adjust this to 0.5% so that you guys can see 0.25. And then also with me, I'm a very kind of I would put myself in an intuitive type of trader mindset, where, sorry, if the market actually provides me with information that it seems like I'm hovering about at break even, and it doesn't seem like the market's actually going to physically move with momentum, I'm going to take half off. I'm already at 0.25, so now I'm removing half of my what do you call it, half of my volume out of the market, half of my lot size. This automatically goes to 0.125. Do you know what that looks like on your equity curve? It's the youngest. Like, it's, the move doesn't even, like, it doesn't even affect you that much. But anyway, yeah, it could be a very good move on AUT. Let me move this to like the 3 minute. Come on, just push down, baby. Just push down just a bit. I think what we can do is that's a sell. I need to buy at about 300, I think. Let's place it at fuck. Fuck. It's not giving us a chance, guys. AUD is not giving us a chance. I would have used this as a 3 pip stop below this level and then take it up right here for 1 to 2. But now we're not even getting a chance to get like in. And I do feel like this thing's gonna continue moving up. That's the trade that we didn't get in, guys. How do we mitigate this, like not getting in? See, at this point now, we're physically at half already. We could even be at break even. Let me see. I don't think we're at break even, but there's a possibility. Okay, not yet. 2.3. So you need to get to about like 330 to get to break even. That's like one more pip. And then you at break even. But this was but do you see how I planned the trade? And I feel like these are the trades that actually like really win when it's even the USD CAD trade that I spoke about the other day. That's break even now. Like it's the same type trade where we failed. We made a low, potential lower high, failed to now make a new lower low, taking out this region in the market. We then continued higher. I'm not going to moan about not getting into that trade. Let me check what's going on here. Okay. Huge momentum coming into GJ. Very huge momentum. Cheapers. Check the 4H. We're quite close to that level after just chilling for so long. GJ does these quick moves. Oh, this is the actual news. This is the actual news right here. We actually came down to form a wick. I didn't see that. I was too busy focusing on explaining to you guys like wagwan with with my risk management strategy. But I feel like it will allow a lot of people to not only end your first FTMO run or your first prop firm run in profit to then get a retry. It will then allow you to actually, you know what I mean, where like it allows you to do so much, where in terms of like you have more trades to take over a longer time. So say for instance with my 0.5%, I can now take if I'm losing 0.5 max per day, I have let me see, 0.5% per day. It will allow me to lose 40 trades, I think. 40 trades. And if you divide 40 by 2, that means I can take 2 trades for the whole month. So yeah, but then again, a lot of people just wants to get this the actual, what do you call that thing? So a lot of people just want to get the what do you call that? Like they just want to get the challenge done. First go. They don't want to be sitting around and things like that. So they're not even thinking about an equity curve. They're not even thinking about how much times they're going to be paying funding talent or FTMO or my Forex funds. They're not thinking about all of that. All they thinking about is uh how fast can I get this done with so that I can get the account. And then once they get the account, they probably blow it because they don't have proper rules in place to. Wow, so would you look at that break about this right here? And if you're looking at retest levels, I guess this right here is your retest level. This is quite clean. So if the next trade can, if the next 15 minute can just give us like a wick, we can possibly enter into this market. GBP, JPY is probably a GBP USD. Sorry, is probably just flying. They, yes, sir. We are moving. If we could have gotten in like, okay, to be fair, this was a 3 minute candle that allowed us 3 minutes. Okay, but that was before the close though. This was after the close, so we didn't get no time to actually place this trade, and that's why I just left it. We didn't get no time at all. AUD USD is moving up slowly, slowly. But I do think we're going to hit our TP at about 1 to 2. Do you see this right here? I mean, with your stop there, we never even went to half our stop loss, even though price pulled back. CAD pull back into this region right here. We get a retest. We can then continue higher, or even if we form a higher low. Let's see how it goes. I might have to. So I can only sit on the chart till about half past 11 latest, which is a problem because I really want to catch GBP, JPY. Because I'm going to be basing this off from now 4H 15 minute and then going down to the 1 minute. So remember the same theory of the 15 minute. If the candle is strong bullish, more often than not, we're going to leave a bit of a wick. Hopefully we leave a bit of a wick, but more often than not, or more probable, way more probable than way more probable than this next candle being bearish, it will probably be bullish, right? So if we're running with that same look at this big ass bearish candle. The next candle, what is the next candle? Most probably going to be bearish. Then we have a decent sized body candle. What's the next candle? Most probably going to be bearish, right? So what's the next candle going to be, especially after breaking the key level on the 4H? So we broke this level here that we failed to break above for a very long time with momentum. Don't forget to add that this is with momentum. So unless this candle closes like somewhere here, I won't trust it, which I highly doubt it will, because we just saw. Let me actually check the news. I'm sure this news came out positive for GBP. PMI, yes, very positive. Okay, 62 to 61.8. Okay, so we came out positive. So what can you then now expect? You can then now expect for once this candle closes, we get a wick. Let me change this to black for you guys so that it can actually look like my candle. We're gonna get a wick right there, right? And then let me open up these box things. Okay, select that. I've noticed whenever I stream like across and then possibly something like this. Let's go blue. So that it matches my candles. Right. Something like that. Right. We do that, you get a wick right there. What this wick will then do will it will then create like a lower, what do you call it, higher low on like the 15 minute, on this time frame, higher low on the 15 minute. Once the 15 minute then shifts bullish again, we drop down to the 1M and we see if we can find an entry. And that's gonna be how we're going to be doing it. Okay, that is gonna be our approach to the next 4H candle, and that's why I really want to, but I need to do something. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to be in front of the laptop at that point, which is a bit of a problem. Let me change this to green. Righto. But that's the way, that's the plan for the next 4H candle when we do close above this. And then hopefully we can just get to break even right before we get here, and then aim for a kind of a higher high. Okay, if you do want to find targets with nothing to the left, usually the way I find targets when there's nothing to the left, sometimes I do this. I don't usually do this because I don't usually trade the 4H. I usually just trade based off from the 15M, and then I just go for my 1 to 3. But however, if you do want to find targets, what you can do is you just go to default. Just give me a moment, guys. Okay, that was just a delivery that I ordered from something. So yeah, so guys, this is what we're looking at. What you can then look at is like something like this here. So I will look at the round number of 156 just because it's a round number, and then instead of using that right there, I will use 156 500. But there's a big possibility that we could recheck 156. So those are the numbers that I will use as targets. Because this thing is an uptrend, so that's what I will use. Let's see how this plays out. Hopefully the first 1H of the next 4 hour candle can come down, create this wick, and then we can continue. Okay, we're going to close here, so this is going to be very interesting. Hopefully we can get a wick rejection here, so you can see. This is actually really good because you can mark this as structure, you can mark that as structure, but it's definitely been retested and then continuing on the 3M. Okay, I would mark this as structure though, because this one did, this lower high formed a lower low, and you can see it's not failing, it's an actual lower low. Then this low, then we formed a lower high, formed a lower low, broke that, continued. Oh shit, we're actually making this. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Just give me some time, give me some time, give me some time to calculate the lot size. We can enter right there, put out, hopefully, what is this, 20? Okay, that's very close, so let's go 25. Let's go 25, 4 pips, maybe 5 pips for safety. So we're going 5 pips. That will be a 5 lot size. Uh, 5 lot size. Let's go in, go in, go in. Euro USD. So we trade in a 5 lot. Let me see. Trade in new order. Pending order. Shit, just give me some time, please. 5. What is that? 1.21925. I'm placing it without the stop loss. Shit, why is it not buy stop? Why is it not placing, guy? Is it because it needs a lot size or some? I mean, stop loss 1.21985. Why is it not placing, bruh? I don't understand. The buy stop 1.21925. Place the damn thing for me, bruh. Clearly, fuck, man, fuck. What the hell? Why didn't it want to enter for me? Clearly, Euro USD is just wilding out. Five pips. This will be 10 pips because we're in a more of a pullback type trade. And clearly, guys, clearly I'm not in this trade. So I just want to see how it would perform. It would have been triggered now. So let's see. Where's our mental stop loss? Let's see. Mental stop loss. So this thing is going to have to be changed to or our mental stop loss is right there. I'm so hacked, guys. I'm so hacked. Like, I don't care if this thing loses. I just wanted to be in it because we saw the exact same trade on AUD USD and it worked. So to me, trades work when it gets break even. That's all. That's all I need. Like, bruh, nah. I hope somebody could have gotten in though. I don't understand why MetaTrader didn't want to let me in. Genuinely don't. I genuinely don't understand why MetaTrader didn't want to let me in, guys. I'm quite hacked about it, actually. I'm quite hacked about it. Should be turning bullish now. Pushing bullish and then continuing higher. When we hit this level, stop loss goes to half. When you hit that level, stop loss goes to break even, okay? Let me see if AUD actually would have taken us out at break even. Oh yes, definitely. Definitely break even. Wonderful trade though. Wonderful trade. This one I couldn't get in because of the speed of the move up afterwards. and I'm perfectly fine with that. When MetaTrader bugs up and it does this, remember our mental stop loss is right here, guys. Just remember that. Mental stop loss is right here. There's no TP. We're not in the trade physically because fucking MetaTrader didn't want to put us in. So, yep, it is what it is. I guess at least I have another trade for later. At least I have another trade for later, which hopefully I can take after 11 o'clock when this 4H closes, and it closes very strong, bullish. We get a wick, as I explained earlier, get a wick into that area. 156 is going to be my first TP if we do get those wicks. When we get those wicks, let me put it like that. Visualize that trade. I can already see it. Price coming down, maybe two bearish candles. 1, 2 bearish candles. We then hit a small wick rejection. We hit a bullish candle. After that bullish candle engulfs the bearish candle, you look on the next candlestick, wait for that wick rejection, enter at that level where the candle then turns bullish again, take it up all the way into there. Second TP will then be there to continue the upward trend. Okay, see what this is doing in the 3 minute. What? Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so you can see, I think this would have taken us out at half. Not taken us out, but you would have closed it out at 0.5%. Yeah, I think MetaTrader is saving me quite a lot today, guys. I think MetaTrader is saving me quite a bit today. So this would have been out at half a percent. I wonder if we're just going down to retest this and then continue higher, because this is kind of structure. So break, retest, higher. MetaTrader, kind of a bummer, and I genuinely didn't care if that one lost or not. I just wanted to see like what happens. That's it. The AUD would have been break even, as I mentioned. Just delete that. Take this off too. What the hell is this, mate? There you go. Possibility of a lower high. USD. Let's see. GBP, JPY is flying. It's flying. It's fly. This is going to set up for a very, very nice trade, hopefully. Hopefully the next 4 hours just doesn't go perish, and start taking out 15-minute structure, because that will be a bit sad, won't it? It seems like there's a ton of what did you call that? like a ton of liquidity below this right here. So yeah, man, I think what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm going to be jumping off. I'm gonna be watching GBP JPY. I did explain what I'm looking for from a 4H perspective, 15-minute perspective, and then 1-minute perspective, right? I did explain it. I have one more trade left for the day in terms of like my risk appetite. I have, because I broke even on GU earlier. We took the L on EJ before it continued down in our direction. So I have one more trade left. That EU trade didn't trigger because of MetaTrader, which I guess I'm thankful, but I'm also not too thankful for. Let's hope that the next 4H candle creates that wick. We then continue higher in that next 4H candle. So we're just looking for to be trading the next 4H candle basically. We're only going to be trading that 4H candle. So then we're going to see a higher low on the 15-minute form. So multiple wick rejections, a momentum shift on the 15-minute. Then you're looking after that momentum shift, you're looking for a wick to then form on the next candle, and then for price to continue higher. Okay, so then you have your stop loss placed below that wick that was created or structure on the 1 minute, and then you continue up. Your first target would be 156 in my books, or you can just watch in and around 155 850 this region first. When you see this region being tapped, and if there is any type of rejection from this region, just be aware that possibly just start taking profits. But this will be my first take profit region of 156.00, maybe just taking 10 to 15 to 20% off here to secure, and then another 50% off there, and then if we do continue higher into this region, the last 25% off there. Okay, so we're looking for an intraday trade that can possibly turn to a swing on GBP JPY. Okay, so that's going to be a trade. I'm going to be calling it a day now. So if you want me to explain that again, I can. So we're looking for a trade in the next 4H candle on GBP, specifically GBP JPY. So what you can see is we broke above this key level with momentum, very, very strong momentum. We're about to close in 1 minute and 43 seconds. If we are going to close like this, I can assume it's momentum. Okay, very strong momentum. So what we can then assume is that the next candle is more often than not, or more likely, going to be a bullish candle. Okay, so what will then happen? I'm assuming that there's a wick will be created on the next candle on the 4H for our body then to form like that. Let me change this to blue. Our body then to form like that, and then we continue. So this is going to be the 4H candle, right? On the 15-minute, what will then happen is we're going to get a little bit of a pullback, or this is what I'm assuming is going to happen, a little bit of pullback to break and retest this level. So get a retest of this level. When you see momentum stepping in on the 15-minute, what you're then going to do is you're going to execute the way I execute all of my other trades on the live. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're looking for. So 4H, we're looking good. 15M, we're looking good. Let's start to buy this in the next 15 minutes. Let's go. Have a wonderful day further. I hope we kill these GJ trades on in the next hour or so. Hopefully the next hour will be a retracement. After that, what we will then do is just continue the buys. So with this momentum, with the 4H momentum, getting on the next 4H to actually take it higher. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now in the next couple minutes or couple hours, who knows. So the new 4H just opened. I'm hoping that the wick gets created. So you can see wick rejections right now on the 15-minute, right? So you can see that price continues down into this break and retest. What you will then do is start to load up buys from here. Okay, now I don't do limits. What you guys can do is you guys can watch previous lives to see how I enter the market based on momentum on the 15M2. Okay, have a wonderful day further, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be uploading some videos this weekend when I do get time, because I've been doing multiple live sessions when ESCOM is not fucking around with like electricity and shit. So yeah, guys, have a wonderful day further. Hopefully I can jump on my backtesting session later today. If not in New York, hopefully tonight after about 6 o'clock, after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock South African Standard Time. That's what I'm planning to do. Maybe even 7 o'clock, because I have to cut my hair today. So yeah, man. Let's see how this day plays out. Let's hope that this 4H candle on GBP, JPY pushes bearish first before it goes bullish. Okay. Have a wonderful day further. See y'all.